I want a quick recap of what this actually says. The first half, they talk about everything with their new C engine and all of the technology about the game, ray tracing, stuff like that. It's not going to be really super helpful information. Like, there's good information here and there. Like they said, no loading screens still is going to be a thing. They said that their new crowd system actually allows them to have more zombies in one area than Dying Light 1. They said how like their new city builder is going to help the devs actually have full control and feel over the city and invest their time into crafting memorable locations and gameplay opportunities. As far as the first half goes, there's not a crap ton of information, to be honest. I mean, there is, but like I said before, you have to really, it's just like all technology. It's all about their new C engine, ray tracing, stuff like that. Then we start getting into the consoles in the middle here. And they basically said the same thing they've been saying for a while now. They say kind of how PS4 and Xbox One is the main priority right now, pretty much. And then Thomas actually said how the new capabilities of the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 actually is impressive, but it's going to take a while to get the most out of the hardware. You know, they talked about how on the new Xbox Series X and PS5, they're going to have a quality like 4K version, and then they're going to have a 60 plus FPS performance version. Definitely good to hear if you're planning on getting those. I'm probably gonna pick one up. I keep telling myself I'm gonna get it in like 6 months, and I keep waiting longer because there's really no games I need to get an next-gen console right now for. But when Timon started talking, I wasn't super impressed with like some of his responses. I mean, wait, actually, I want to go back to this part here. He basically asked them, are they gonna have random events similar to the ones in Red Dead Redemption 2? Timon responded yes, but they were holding back with the random events at first. They've wanted to finish the main story, it sounds like. He says, we wanted to use it as icing on the main story's narrative cake. It sounds like they wanted to finish the main story first, finish everything up with that, and then, like he said, we have introduced them relatively recently, roughly in the second half of last year, which was second half of 2020. Like, at this point, I'm just wondering, is this 2021 release time frame, is this actually going to be met? Because they didn't ask any questions about like the 2021. Instead, at the end here, they just started asking, is the development progress going good? Can you basically relieve the fears we've had? And Timon was basically talking about how many people have gone, many people are coming in and leaving, just development. Makes sense, but we plan to restart our communications very, very soon. Gameplay has already been released. We've shared a small snippet of the game. I guess to recap, we got a lot of answers about like the technology. We got some answers about like next gen a little bit. They're focusing still on this gen. Timon Smektala answered some questions, but a lot of the answers we got, we either already knew or Timon Smektala either like kind of dodged the question a little bit, like with the romance thing. He didn't even really respond to that question, which I would have loved to see. He said there might be more recruiting NPCs, like in a DLC maybe, which is kind of weird. Why would they put that in a DLC? I'm definitely, okay, how I'm going to say it, I'm definitely am not content. And someone else before in the chat said that they're going to be releasing a Q&A video or something. I don't know if that's true. I haven't really looked into the details on the Q&A, but this is the big Q&A. So I don't know if we're getting anything after this, but this is apparently the big Q&A.